Hey there, it's Martha, and if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I have another installment of what I've been warming. I have mostly empties, a few unempties, like 3 or 4. So it's been a great week, and I've been trying to really empty things out and not keep partials. Trying, and I've been doing pretty good this week. So I'll start off with Scentsy, and then I'll get to vendor wax, and we'll go from there. So I hope you stick around. All right, starting with Scentsy, I have pink coconut here. And apologies in advance if we get a lot of car background noises. I'm usually pretty good at taking that out, but you never know. It's been sounding like a drag race has been going on outside. But this is pink coconut, and this has scent notes of coconut and like white clay, I believe. Not white clay, just clay in general. And there might have been, I don't remember what the other note was. Was it vanilla? But anyway, what I get is, it's loud car day, I'm telling you. What I get is coconuts and that clay. That clay scent is very different. It's giving off this earthy, kind of organic kind of scent. Really nice. Good performer. This performed really well. I did warm this in the bedroom and performed fantastic. This one is Sugaplumberry, and this has scent notes of, let's see, it was like spice, citrus peel, evergreen berries, sugar plums, cinnamon sticks. So that is Sugaplumberry. I warmed this downstairs in open space. This was a partial. I want to say, I think I had 4 cubes left. I get a little bit of cinnamon. I get a waxiness to this one as well. I warmed this, like I said, downstairs in open space. It was just a medium performer for me. Granted, it's also, maybe I just wasn't really in the mood for it. I just found this to be This was just meh for me. But it's nice. It's nice. I think it's a good one in the wintertime, but I think I've just smelled better like sugar plum scents than this. So this is my last one. I'm done with it. Sugaplumberry. I probably wouldn't purchase that again if I saw it. Just my own opinion here. Then this is Best in Snow. This is another wintry scent. This is Frosted Evergreen, Cool Mint, and Pure Icy Air. This was also a partial that I had, so I wanted to use it up, and I used this up in the bathrooms. This was also for me, on the light side. It's got that mintiness, mostly mint, but it's not super like, it didn't hit me that hard as some other peppermints do. And the woodsy note, or that evergreen note, is on the lighter side. So it's mint with a touch of woodsiness. It's a good scent. I had, I think, 3 of these when I first bought them. I'm not sure if this is my last one or not, but it was great for the bathroom. And the reason I was warming some, you'll see here, a mixed like winter and spring scent, is because at the beginning of the week, it felt like it was almost summer. It was a great spring weather. We hit the 70s and like high 60s. And then Thursday, it just took a dive. Like, it got cold. It got cold and wet. We got rain and wind. And I was like, what just happened? In literally 2 days, we went from summer to winter. And I think I've been hearing that from a lot of people. So it looks like this week we're going to be back into spring to summer before the end of the week. So I was mixing a little bit of winter scents on those colder days, which was Thursday and Friday, and a little bit of Saturday. This next one here is Hazelnut Latte. This is scent notes of steamed milk, toasted hazelnut, espresso, vanilla, cinnamon. So here's a little story about hazelnut. The Hazelnut Latte. It came out, Bring Back My Bar, January of 2023. And this was the first time I had smelled coffee. And although it was light, like a 4 out of 10, I clubbed it because I'm like, oh my gosh, I love coffee scents. Even though I'd heard from people who buy vendor wax too, that vendors do coffee way better, I've come to completely agree. Scentsy needs to come out with a good coffee. Regardless, the scent of this is pretty, but it was light to begin with. I was watching Brandy, I think, is it Bricks and Bars or Bars and Bricks. One of the two with Brandy. I was watching what her Empties, and that's what inspired me to warm this. She warmed it and did her, warm review on it. And she said it had gotten lighter than from when she originally had it, or from, when it was closer to the pour date. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should try it, because it was already light to begin with. Absolutely agree with you, Brandy, if you're watching. I ended up using the entire clamshell downstairs, and I barely got a scent. Where used to be light, but now it was like almost non-existent. So this is my last one. I'm glad I didn't club it for long or don't have a huge stock of it, because this was a disappointment. Hazelnut Latte. That just got really light. And that one's from August. Okay, Blue Agave and Melon. We're going to end on a high note. Love this scent. This came back to the catalog last year. It is in the catalog this year. I clubbed it last year because I loved it. I'm glad it's back. This is Blue Agave, Honeydew, Melon, and Kiwi. I only had 2 cubes of this, so I don't know why I was holding on to a clamshell with just 2 cubes. I warmed it, and I put 1 cube in each bathroom, and fantastic. A great throw, lasted. I think it was in there for 3 days, and it's such a good scent. I'm not a big fan of honeydew, and I'm not a big fan of melon, but the way this is blended is just, it's like tropical. It just smells like summer to me. It's really pretty. Really, really pretty. It's like this, it's fresh, it's refreshing, and I love it. So Blue Agave and Melon. I need to get more. I don't know if I have any more of those. Okay, that was my Scentsy for the week. I'm going to move on to vendor wax. So at the beginning of the week, we were, well, no, we weren't. I guess April was on Monday, right? But I had some leftovers from the weekend. So these 3 were part of my March melting basket. So this first one here is from Rose Girls. It's Posh, Pristine, Peach, and Starman's Starfruit Swizzle Sticks. A lot of S's there. So Starfruit Swizzle Sticks, Peach, Watermelon Slush, and Pomegranate. I warmed this in the bedroom, and it was a really nice scent. Nice and strong. Cannot get this to focus anymore. There we go. So those are the scent notes. I'd say pretty good performer. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. I warmed this at the beginning of the week when it was a lot warmer. And even though I'm not a huge watermelon fan, I like this one. This was nice. Now, would I buy a whole mini melter bag of it? Probably not, but it's a very good, fresh, refreshing kind of summery scent. So if you like those summery scents, this is a really good one. What I like about watermelon, even though I'm not a huge fan of it in wax, is it is a refreshing scent versus like a lemon or a citrus, which can be, or like a grapefruit or a orange, I was going to say. Those can be, but sometimes those can be a lot sharper. This was just nice and smooth. And I don't know if it was because it was more of a watermelon slush. The peach in here was nice. It didn't bother me. Peach sometimes could be interesting. Yeah, it was a good scent. So thank you for the samples. I really do enjoy those samples. And then from Sassy Girl Aroma, I have Brandy, which is birthday cake and zucchini bread. So this was gifted to me from Christine from Christine Scentsy. And when I first smelled this, I was like, I don't know what I mean, that's a lot of zucchini bread. A lot of zucchini bread, but on warm, this was fantastic. So I just kept warming this. This was one that I repeated a number of days in the evenings. And I had warmed this, I think, the week before. It might have been last week or the week before. So I had started working on this in March. But I think it's the birthday cake that makes this like a creamy zucchini bread. Didn't realize how much I liked it until I warmed it. So that is Brandy. I would buy that again for sure if and when Sassy Girl Aroma comes back and she offers it. Okay, last one here from the non-April basket. This is from Elfrey Waxy Wonders. It's Italian Pignoli cookies. You guys, I love this scent. I originally fell in love with this scent when I got it as a sample from my friend Lisa. She had a sample, or she had a bar of it from Sassy Girl Aroma. It was a sarsaparilla aroma scent, and I loved it. I'm like, what is this? This is not what I would expect Italian cookies to smell, because it's got a perfumey note to it. But it's so pretty. It is so pretty. So when I saw that it was at L3 Waxy Wonders, I picked up 2 puppy bags. Warmed this for the first time this week in the bedroom here, and it was powerful. Just used 2 shapes, filled up the room, down the hall, fantastic. And I love the scent. I don't know how to describe it, because it's not like a bakery. It's not like a cookie scent, but it's just so pretty. So I'm glad it's a great performer, because a little goes a long way, and I could just take my time warming this when I want something just special. So I really did like that scent a lot. Okay, now we're going to move on to the 3 vendors that I'm focusing on for April. I'm going to start off here with Second and Spruce. So this first one here is Dark Nights. This is Palo Santo, Mallow Fireside, Vanilla Bean Mallow, and Blackberry. Dark Nights. This scent is fantastic. I only had like 2, it was like a snap bar, so it only had 2 snaps on there. Warmed it in the guest room, and great throw. And I have a mini loaf of this because I really like this scent, and I think she offered it like the following time, and so I got the mini loaf. Blackberry in here is nice. There's something dark and mysterious about this. It's not like a bright blackberry. There's something rich. And it could be the mix with the Palo Santo and the Mallow Fireside. Great performer. I really like the scent. It's rich and dark and beautiful. So that is Dark Nights from Second and Spruce. And then this other one here from Second and Spruce is Ozzy Pawsborne. It's Strawberry Pound Cake, Toasted Coconut, and Mallow Fluff. This was poured in September of 2022 or 2023. And really good scent. But here's the but. And I had this experience with all 3 vendors on those really, really cold days. I don't know if it was the coldness. I don't know if it just was coincidence or not, but everything that I warmed, including Scentsy, everything that I warmed in open space on that Thursday, Friday, that was super cold, like I didn't get great throw. So, I mean, all kinds of things affect throw. Cold versus warm do as well. So I just found it interesting. But Ozzy Pawsborne, good scent. I like the Strawberry Pound Cake. This does have the toasted coconut. I wasn't sure if I would love it because of the toasted coconut, but it's actually a really nice blend. What I found with it, though, is it only lasted like 3 hours for me. Really, I can smell it, but it was still light, like more of a background scent. And then I really couldn't smell it after about 3 or 4 hours. So this one died down pretty quickly for me. I used the whole thing that day because I switched it out and then put like a second, second shift, right? A second shift of this. So it was half loaf or a mini loaf, and I used the whole thing up on Thursday, I think it was. So those were the 2 from Second and Spruce. And then let me do Knowles Farm Scents, and then I'll finish off with Lavender and Speckles. So, all right. Let's do the empties first. So Blueberry Cobbler. This was blueberry, butter, vanilla, and a hint of cinnamon. I warmed this downstairs in open space, probably at the beginning of the week. This was a good scent. I'm just not a huge blueberry fan. So for me, I probably wouldn't get it again, but that's just my scent preference. I so much prefer blackberry or raspberry than blueberry. It was an okay performer. I'd say it was like a 5 out of 10 as far as throw. And, but if you like blueberry, it's a pretty blueberry. It is a pretty blueberry, but for me, it was just, okay. Then this one, Sensual Feelings. This is vanilla, blackcurrant, cocoa butter, cashmere. Sensual Feelings. This I warmed in the bedroom, both this bedroom and the guest room. I warmed it twice this week. This was a great performer in the room. Really, really pretty. I love this one. I would definitely get this again. It's vanilla, blackcurrant, cocoa, and cashmere. I already said that. My brain. Sometimes I just go on autopilot. This one is you have to like currant. You have to like blackcurrant. If you don't like blackcurrant, you probably wouldn't like this. So it's really, for me, that's coming strong. And then you get the cashmere. I love cashmere. So this may not be for everyone, but really pretty scent, long lasting. I had this a full day, pretty much full day. When I say full day, I'm talking like 10 to 12 hours. So this was a great performer and I love this one. So Sensual Feelings. Then we have Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. This is marshmallow, sandalwood, magnolia, and whipped cream. I warmed Beach Evenings last week. I also warmed it this week, but because I've talked about it, I'm not going to share it this week, but it was in last week's video. And I still have quite a bit because a little goes a long way with that one. This is the same bag that I've been using for 3 times already. So the only reason I'm sharing that is because these are like cousins. They're like cousins as far as scent. And it's a good scent, but performance-wise, the Beach Evenings performed a lot better than this one did. This one was softer. I did warm it in open space. It was very light for me. This one was poured November, but good scent, just was a little lighter. Again, this was on one of those cold days, so I don't know. Sugar cookie dough bread. This is Amish friendship bread, zucchini bread, and sugar cookie. I think this was the first time I've warmed this. I know that Courtney from Courtney's Scentsy loves this scent. This is very heavy on zucchini bread as well. It's very doughy. It is a doughy, I was going to say flavor, doughy scent. I warmed this downstairs in open space and I found it to be a little bit light. I warmed it in the bedroom and it performed much better in this bedroom. It was a big chunk too. And it was a big chunk, like almost like a quarter of loaves, not like his newer chunks. So I also was kind of playing around with how much when I cut it up, because I had to cut it up, was playing around with how much I should put in each warmer. So I don't know that I put enough in the warmers downstairs. So that's why I tried it again in the bedroom. And yeah, this is a good zucchini bread. Very doughy. It does come alive when you warm it. But for me, it's not my favorite zucchini bread scent. But I enjoyed it. And I do have I have a few of these. I think I have like 3 of them. So I still have more to go around. And I did enjoy it. It's not that I didn't enjoy it. But if I had to pick a zucchini bread for me, I don't know. This is like, is it yeasty? I don't know. But anyway, it's good, but not my favorite. So sugar cookie dough bread from Knowles Farm Scents. I'm like something in my throat now. Okay. Off the wall. This is sugar cookie royal, strawberry pound cake, and Palo Santo. Off the wall. This I warmed downstairs in open space and in the bedroom. I'm warming it today. It's been going for close to, been going about 10 hours. It is starting to die down now, but this was a long lasting performer. I love his strawberry pound cake. I love his Palo Santo. I love everything about this. I did also warm this in downstairs. Again, it was cold. It was a cold day. So it was lighter for me down in open space, but up here in the bedroom and today that's a little bit warmer. Very pretty. I can smell it, fill the room nicely. So that is off the wall. I love a strawberry pound cake. Okay. Then we have the Cali coffee bar. And I know this was just recently offered in his RTS. I love this scent. This is fresh brewed coffee, cream, sugar, and vanilla. Cali coffee bar. I almost didn't put this in my basket because I know I'm going to be warming this all month long. All I used was half. Basically cut these in half. All I used was half on Thursday morning because I was working from home downstairs in the kitchen. So in the corner, Scentsy warmer in the corner. This thing just fills that whole kitchen area with that little teeny square. It's a great coffee scent. I love it. And I think I had it for about 5 hours from like 7 a.m. to noon to almost 1. And by that time, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to switch it out with something else. Because that's how I am with coffee scents anyway. And then last but not least, when it comes to Knowles, this is Treats by the Fireplace. I will be warming this throughout the month, and I warmed this in February and March because it was a loaf. It takes me a while to use a loaf, which is why I should not be buying loaves, but I do. And this is Sugar Cookie Royal Sweet Bakery Dough Zucchini Bread and by the Fireplace. Sorry if this is like, if you watch me every week and you've heard this before, but it's a great scent. This one performs great in my open space, but I did notice, because that's how I noticed with the sugar cookie dough, I was like, but I cut these in a lot bigger chunks, more like the regular mini melter size than what I did with a sugar cookie dough. So if you can see here, I don't know, they're just thicker. I just cut it thicker when I cut up my loaf, and it's beautiful. Love it. This is so good. Really, really good. Great performer. And because it was cold, it was a nice one for the evening. I switched that out like one late afternoon, early evening on Thursday night. So that was Knowles Farm Scents. Got 3 more here. And this is Lavender and Speckles. So we have Boom Boom. Boom Boom is coconut cream. I don't need my glasses. I can read this one. Boom Boom is coconut cream, pistachio, tonka, vanilla, sandalwood. I warmed this upstairs in both bedrooms. So I used all 6 little bunts. And this was a great performer. Performed really well. Smells like Boom Boom. Smells like the Sol de Janeiro scent. So this has that, it's tropical. It does remind me of summer. There is something, I think it's the coconut cream. It's probably the coconut cream and the vanilla that just gives me this, it reminds me of like the beach or a summer day. So great scent, good performer, great performer actually. In the bedrooms, right? I didn't warm this in open space, so I can only tell you what it was like in the bedrooms, and it was great. I can smell that one with the door open. Then we have Pop Tarts and Freedom. This one I do need my glasses for. This is strawberry pound cake blended with sweet strawberries, blackberries, cotton candy, and pie crust. Pop Tarts and Freedom. I got this last year, I think in June. And this was again, I think this was this had to be Thursday, or could have been Wednesday afternoon when I warmed this. All downstairs in open space. So I used the whole bag downstairs in open space. I didn't get good throw from this one. This was also another one. This is where I was like, what is going on? Is it my nose? Is it just the weather? I don't know. But this was very light for me. And I just had this in, I used 2 of the, what am I trying to say? I used 3 Scentsy warmers and 2 hot plates. I'm like, hot plates, what am I trying to say? So I used, like one in the kitchen. I put this everywhere in like almost all the warmers. And then 2 of them were hot plates. So it struggled. So that's Pop Tarts and Freedom. And then last but not least here is Vanilla, Sandalwood, and Beach Nights. This is just Vanilla, Sandalwood, and Beach Nights. And this is from August of last year. I warmed this in the bedroom and I have 2 left. Really pretty scent. I love Vanilla Sandalwood and I love Beach Nights as well. So I enjoy this in this bedroom. I think I warmed this like Wednesday evening. Really pretty scent. And I'd say a little bit on the lighter side. It was a background scent. To me, this was a background scent, not one that was like, if you like them super strong, this was not it. This was subtle and pretty and nice when you just want to relax in your room and you just I don't always want things punching me in the face. So it was there. I can smell it. It was beautiful. But for me, this is better in a smaller space. So that was Vanilla, Sandalwood, and Beach Nights. Okay, so that was what I warmed this week. How did you do? I'm going to keep going here. I've already, what I feel like is made a good dent with these 3 vendors, and I'm looking forward to warmer weather this week. So I'm going to probably use up some strawberry pound cake, and I have some barbershop in here and some bakery scents. I'm really looking forward to that. And I like, mixing it with some Scentsy. What I've been kind of doing is, my friends would do this to me. Why can't I talk? I swear. My friends would send me photos of what they're warming. And one of my friends always pick like the same vendor for the whole house, but different scents. And so I've been enjoying kind of doing that. It's like, today is a Lavender Speckles day, or today is a Scentsy day. And I'll pick different scents and then warm them throughout. So that is all I have for today. I'm sorry I can't talk sometimes. I don't know why. But it's just the way it is. So I hope you have a wonderful day or evening, whenever you're watching. I hope it's wonderful. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if you like this, consider giving me a like or subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it a lot. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.